Tell me honestly, how many times have you said, I'll start in 5 minutes, and suddenly it's 3 hours later, and you're watching a video of a cat playing piano? Yeah, welcome to the world of procrastination, where time disappears, motivation dies, and guilt becomes your best friend. But here's the twist. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's science. And today, we're going to break it down in the simplest, most entertaining way possible. So let's start with a question. If procrastination is so bad for us, why do we keep doing it? Because inside your brain, there's a tiny conflict going on. On one side, you have the prefrontal cortex, the sensible, responsible part of your brain. This is the parent who says, finish your assignment, clean your room, be productive. And on the other side, you have the limbic system, the emotional kid who goes, but lying on the bed scrolling reels sounds so much better. Guess who wins most of the time? Yep, the emotional kid. That's why instead of doing important tasks, you suddenly feel inspired to rearrange your wardrobe, clean your shoes, or research how birds sleep while flying. Now here's the funny part. Procrastination tricks you. First, it feels rewarding. Your brain literally releases dopamine when you choose something fun over something difficult. That's why we say things like, let me watch one more video for motivation. But that video becomes a chain reaction, and suddenly you're deep into watching conspiracy theories about why tomatoes are technically fruits. And here's where the science gets even more interesting. Procrastination is actually your brain trying to avoid discomfort. If a task feels boring, confusing, overwhelming, or unclear, your brain rejects it like, nope, not today, maybe tomorrow, or next week, or never. But don't worry, you're not alone. We all procrastinate. Even highly successful people procrastinate. The only difference is they've learned to trick their brain back. So how do you do that? Let me give you the simple, silly, yet shockingly effective truth. Your brain loves small wins, tiny steps, micro actions. Instead of telling yourself, I have to study for 3 hours, tell your brain, I'll study for 5 minutes. And suddenly the brain goes, oh, that's easy. You start. And once you start, your brain slowly shifts from avoiding the task to actually doing it. It's exactly like going to the gym. The hardest part isn't lifting weights. It's leaving your bed, wearing shoes, and convincing yourself that, today I will change my life. But once you start, you're fine. Another funny trick. Remove the things you use to escape, your phone, your snacks, your favorite comfy blanket that traps you like a burrito. Because half of procrastination is environment. If your phone is beside you, your productivity is basically gone. One notification and boom, you're scrolling memes about procrastination while procrastinating. Legendary. And here's the final truth. Procrastination isn't a character flaw. It's just your brain choosing short-term mood over long-term goals. But once you understand how it works, you can control it instead of letting it control you. So the next time you catch yourself delaying something important, remember, your brain isn't against you. It just needs gentle handling, tiny steps, and fewer distractions. Start small. Start messy. Start confused. But start. Because once you begin, even for just 5 minutes, the science of procrastination flips, and the productive version of you finally takes the lead. And trust me, your future self is already cheering for you.